What's going on, guys? My name is Derek P. Fields, and welcome to the Gridiron Blitz. I'm just doing a car video because I'm out. I want to talk about it. I don't got time to edit and all that stuff. I just got to say before I get started that if you are on the Kool-Aid, then viewer discretion is advised.
Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes?
Now, I'm on the Kool-Aid as well. I'm a Lions fan. That's what we do. If I said I wasn't, I would be lying. It's literally what we do every year. But I have to say this. I just got to address the guy in the comments today. Super nice guy, great comment. And he was talking about the Fords leaving. If the Fords were not the owners, the next team owners would probably ship the team away. Like the Browns did, like they did to the Cleveland Browns. And I know this is the unpopular opinion, but I get why you want the team in the city, because without that team, you can't hope. You know, a lot of stuff rides on hope, but if they take the team away, you have nothing. There's a lot of states with no teams. So I get it. And I understand that, and I respect your point of view. I wouldn't know what to do if the Lions left. It would be weird. I would still be a fan. It would be super weird. But let me get to the meat and potatoes of today's video. If you are not a fan of Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia, then you are in for a rude awakening. They are going to be here a very long time. According to the press conference today, you can go check it out on Detroit Lions, the YouTube page. They had a 31-minute press conference, and it was some things, just a couple things that stood out. It was some filler at the beginning and things like that. And a couple things that stood out to me was Shelia Ford, did she have any doings in keeping Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia? And the answer was not only yes, ladies and gentlemen, but the entire sibling family basically collectively decided that they were going to move forward with these two gentlemen. In addition to that, another reporter asked Shelia, well, how do you feel about the playoff mandate, the win now mandate, and does the change of ownership change the mandate? And in my opinion, basically you can throw away this season due to COVID. If we do get a season and Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn utterly fail, they will be forgiven due to the coronavirus. I get it. I get it. A lot of people are gung-ho about it. I think it's more of the same. Shelia has been behind the scenes for 6 years. I bet y'all didn't know that, did you? She stated today that for 6 years, she's been basically since her mom took over, she's been right there by her side. And she has been involved in some of the things that's been going on, some of the decisions, the big decisions. Another reporter asked her, said, how do you and the family feel when we lose? Do you feel like you owe the fan base something? Do you get upset as the fan base gets? And she said yes. And to quote her, she said, no one gets as upset as me and my family when the Lions lose. And I'm gonna have to call her out and disagree with that. A lot of you are not gonna like this, and I get it. I'm not here to please everybody. This is not a hive mentality. This is not a group think. You guys have a channel. You guys can do YouTube as well. And if everybody agreed, it wouldn't be any fun. But I'm gonna have to call her out on it. There's no way. There's no way. You are rich. You get to go and do whatever you want to when we lose a game. There are people, your family owns a team that owns a business that owns several businesses. You have money, okay? You spend a bunch of money to facilitate the Detroit Lions. you also get to write a bunch of that off on their taxes. Very few people get to write off the merchandise that they buy. And you know what else you can't pay for? You can't pay for hope. It's an entertainment business. This is an entertainment business. So for us, it's entertainment as well as it's a lot of our, like a necessity. We need sports. We need the Detroit Lions to win. We need those things. I don't know, guys. I drink the Kool-Aid. I got some in here right now. But I'm not really feeling this at all. She had mentioned something about continuity and how the Lions don't have any. And I said, okay, well, we've had 3 coaches in the past 10 years. We don't have any legendary coaches like Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin, those type of Bill Belichick, those type of guys. So we need consistency. I feel like we've kind of had that, right? Everybody's like, all we do is fire coaches. No, we don't. We haven't blown through coaches in the last decade. We had Jim Schwartz from 2009 to 2014. We hired Jim Caldwell from 2014 to 2018. And now we have Matt Patricia, who is on his 3rd year. So in 12 years coming up, we've had 3 coaches. That is an average of 4 years per coach. And the reason coach number 1 was gone is because he couldn't get the job done, right? Coach number 2, he couldn't beat the good teams. In my opinion, it seems like they like the Ford family. Martha Ford liked Jim Caldwell, but they love Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. They could love Bob Quinn, and he loves Matt Patricia. Now, I met Matt Patricia. Super nice guy. But when it comes to football, he needs to win. They both do. She did say that the city and the fan base deserves winners. And I appreciate that. But let's see what Shelia does to change the legacy of the Detroit Lions. It's a lot on her shoulders. It's a whole lot on her shoulders. She has to undo years of hurt. Years of failure. Let me just put this in perspective. I'll let you go. 1 playoff win in 62 years. We came a sneeze away from the Super Bowl. The game before, we got annihilated. Our defense was second to last in the league last year. Now, I know a lot of you going to be like, oh, but 21 injuries. Okay, all right, I get it. The point that I'm trying to say is that we haven't been consistent on both sides of the ball. We haven't had a running game since Barry Sanders. And he ran backwards a ton. But he still got the job done. Not really feeling it, guys, but I'm a Lions fan. I'm going to complain. That's what we do. We're going to complain until we win. Because at the end of the day, winning is what it's all about. It's not how you get there, it's getting there. It is getting to being respected and winning in the National Football League. That's all. We can't be outdone by the Houston Texans or the Jacksonville Jaguars. We look ridiculous. I want all of you guys to answer the question for me. Since you're going to come in and be like, but Lions. Okay, answer the question. We've been in existence for decades. And yet we are underneath 2 expansion teams in everything. How is it that 2 teams that's been around since the dog age and 2 brand spanking new teams in the realm of the NFL have never been to a Super Bowl? How are we even in that category? But I know us again, Detroit versus everybody, I get it. That's why we have to be the best. That's why we have to strive for greatness. We can't settle for anything less. And I feel like that's what the Fords do. They settle for less. We didn't have a backup quarterback. Who said we needed one? Me. I was one of the only YouTubers that said that. And what happens? Our dude had a broken back And what happens? We don't win another game. But yet we don't know football. We don't know what we're talking about. It ain't for the fans. Come on, man. Stop all of that. Listen, I'm a Lions fan. I'm going to be there. I'm going to complain. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all going to do it too. But this right here is that Kool-Aid. Every single January, I do the same thing. I put the glass away. The draft, I go get it. A free agency, I go get it. The draft, I fill it up. And I start sucking it down, man. And then we do the same thing every year. If you didn't hear the press conference, go in and tell me what you think. Is it more the same, or do you feel that this is it? Sheila's going to be the one that makes the difference. Anyway, guys, y'all know who I am. This is the Gridiron Blitz, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video. Peace.